I grew up on the beach and I rode my horse a lot, and that was very special as far as having the ocean in my life full time and being able to experience, you know, an unfettered childhood. I mean, as far as there were no limits, I wasn't home very often. I lived a long way from town and school, so the things I had an opportunity to do, a lot of kids in town didn't get to do, and I really enjoyed that wild, being feral, out in the hills and climbing around the rocks and riding my horse, and that was good. Yeah, oh yeah. Do you want the whole list? No. I think it's that not feeling like I deserved to be here. Really, being told, you know, you're a waste of oxygen, you're a filthy bleep, 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 you know, and believing that to be the truth. And I think of all the things I passed by and turned down because I didn't think I was good enough or had anything to offer or the right thing to offer, and that's not true. We all have something to offer, and I wish that I never did that. I wish that I never discounted myself, you know, and that's what happens when you're a kid. You know, depending on your parents, you know, and how they treat you, and you believe, you know, if there's bad stuff, nobody's bad. I mean, they make wrong choices. They might say the wrong thing, but at the core of everyone, we all have good things and good to give. So don't think you're ever bad, because you're not bad, you know? So that was my biggest regret, that I never saw that I had more to offer and more to give. Well, there are a lot of things I can't do anymore. Things as simple as scratching my nose, man. My hands shake so bad that I can't, you know, I'm a danger to myself. So I'm very appreciative every day. I'm glad I can walk still. I mean, assisted, you know, with a walker. I am thankful of the ability to cook, even though I used to be really good and intensive about it. Now it's just like, oh, just let me get something made, you know, or, you know, they can, now they're older, so they can make their own breakfast and they can make everything. I still make their lunches, you know, can't pry that away from me yet, but it's the writing the names on the lunch bags. That's kind of hard now, but I don't feel like I take anything for granted. I mean, every day, and I don't think, I don't know sometimes, y'all, you guys are still young, you know? You shouldn't have to appreciate or consider the fact that your mom can't, you know, do this or that. I don't want my kids to think about that. I just want to just keep going. That's all I want to do is just keep going. And they might not realize how hard it is, but you know, they're very kind to me and they're very helpful, and I appreciate that. And hopefully, as you know, I don't think about it as getting worse, you know, my health. I just think every day I just keep going, and I'm just so thankful. All day I say prayers, you know, up to the universe. I'm so thankful to be here. Well, I like to cook. I like to listen, you know. I just like to be around my people, you know. And I like taking new people into my group. You know, my daughter has good friends, you know. I appreciate that, and I want to get to know them better. And I enjoy all of the advances we have in technology, I appreciate watching and seeing people do. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they can't do something or can't try or can't start, you know, so I enjoy being an observer, being a listener, and I don't know, I'm house proud. I think I spent, you girls listen, spent way too much time cleaning the house, and oh, it was so important. I love to clean house, I love to dust, I love to fold clothes, I love to do that, and now it's not easy, you know, it's a lot harder. So I appreciate it when I do fold the clothes. I'm like, look, I folded the clothes, you know, hot dog. And that might sound silly to some people, but all I ever wanted to be was a mom, and to let my family know how much I love them. Seeing adults so wrapped up in things that are so inconsequential, you know, the things they place value on, sometimes I'm surprised. Sometimes I want to say, that doesn't matter, you know, I hope you all get that before. I don't want, you know, people think it's great to tell me, oh, my cousin's second, her husband, and then his wife's blah, blah, has MS. And it's like, now they're in my club. And I'm like, oh no, it breaks my, I don't want to know. I mean, I don't want anybody to ever feel that they might have an understanding of what it feels like. I have to say, you know, in the last 5 years, you know, I've gone downhill a little bit, and but it doesn't matter. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy for the things I can do, and there's stuff that's just slipped away. What do? What do you say? Oh crap, I can't do that anymore. Or I can't even, you know, grab stuff or hold on to stuff, or, you know, even just standing up, you know, and it's like, man, I remember when I could blah, 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 you know, do so much. And now, you know, it's that reassessing my purpose and my, so how do you tell somebody that was a real hard charger and a real go-getter? You know, well, now you just have to be happy. It's good enough just to sit here in this chair or whatever. How do you do that? I'm still working on it. I'm reconciling it. So I'm trying to put into place being a woman, being a mom, being a wife, and then stuff slowly gets peeled off. And so I'm very thankful for everything in my life. Every day I get up and walk out and look out the window, and now it's dark. It's my favorite time. It's winter. I'm a winter baby, and I'm so glad. I look out the window and I see Cloverdale lights twinkling, and I say, good morning, sparkling town. It just looks so beautiful out there. Everybody's got a struggle. Plato, right? He said, be kind, for everyone's having a hard battle. So I try and always remember that, and not to take anything for granted, and to let people know. And much to my children's chagrin, they hate it going anywhere with me, and because they say I talk too much. And I tell people need to know. You need to tell them. You see somebody doing something good, you should tell them. Or somebody looks nice. I remember I saw a lady in the Coddingtown Mall once, and she looked so nice, and red hair all piled up on top of her head, and beautiful slacks, and a pillowy, billowy shirt, and she looked so beautiful. And I walked by and I looked at her and I said, you look gorgeous. And she stopped, and just stopped. And so I stopped. I mean, when I told her, and I just kept walking by, and she stopped, and I turned around and I looked, and she turned back at me. Her eyes were full of tears. And she said, you don't know this, but I've been clean and sober for like 4 months, and I'm going on my first job interview in 25 years. And she said, you know, that meant a lot to me. So you don't know what people are going through. And it's important to be kind, always, to other people.
Hi, my name is Morgan Robinson. Hi, my name is Danielle Hall.
Hi, my name is Jordan Johnson.